Bandeham Shri Guru Shri Yatha Parakamalam Shri Gurun Vaishnavamscha Shri Rupam Sagrajatam Sakana Raganatam Vitam Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Sabadutam Parijana Saitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Paran Sahagana Lalita Shivishikam Vitamscha Om Ajnana Timarandasya Gyanajana Shilakya Chakshuram Milidam Yena Tasma Shri Gurave Namah Gurva Bhistam Supurakam Gurganara Sesha Sambhushitam Chintya Chintya Samasta Veda Nipunam Shri Rupa Patanugam Govinda Abhidamujwalam Varatanum Bhaktyan Vidam Sundaram Vande Vishwaguruncha Divyat Bhagavat Prem Noi Bija Pradam Devam Divyatanum Suchanda Baranam Balarka Chelanchitam Sandrananda Puram Sadeka Varanam Vairagya Vidyambudim Sri Siddhanta Nidim Subhakti Lasitam Saraswatanam Baram Banditam Shubhanam Madeka Sharanam Nyashishwara Shridaram Vanchakopatarubhyas Chakripa Sindhu Bhyevacha Patitanam Pavenibhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Nama Namo Mahavaranyaya Krishna Prema Pradayate Krishnaya Krishna Chaitanya Namane Gauratavishe Nama. So we're hearing from Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita by Srila Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami, translation and commentary by Srila Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada. This is Adi-lila chapter 5, the glories of Sri Nityananda Balaram, and this is text number 50. Maya Bharta Janda Sangashrayanga Shete Shakshad Karanam Bodhi Madhye Yashai Kamsha Shri Puman Adidevas Tam Sri Nityananda Ramam Prapadye Maya Bharta Janda Sangashrayanga Shete Shakshad Karanam Bodhi Madhye Yashai Kamsha Shri Puman Adidevas Tam Sri Nityananda Ramam Prapadye. I offer my full obeisances unto the feet of Sri Nityananda Ram, whose partial representation called Karna Dakashayi Vishnu, lying in the Karna ocean, is the original Purusha, the master of the illusory energy and the shelter of all the universes. So this is Karna Dakashayi Vishnu, sometimes called Mahavishnu, the first of the Purusha expansions. We hear how Nityananda Prabhu expanded. Nityananda, who's non-different from Balaram, expanded himself with Mahashankarshan, and then the Chaturvyuha, Shankarshan, Pradyumna, Aniruddha, and Vasudeva. Two Chaturvyuhas, and then his expansion is the Purusha avatars, starting with Mahavishnu, or Karnadakashayi Vishnu. Vaikunta Bahire Jai Jyotirmoidam Tahara Bahire Karanarnavanam. Outside the Vaikuntha planets is the impersonal Brahman effulgence, and beyond that effulgence is the Karna ocean, or causal ocean. Vaikuntha Bediya Ek Akshay Jalanidhi Ananta Bharatara Nahika Avadi. Surrounding Vaikuntha is a mass of water that is endless, unfathomed, and unlimited. Vaikuntara Prativyadi Sakala Chinmoy Maika Bhutara Tati Janmanahi Hoy. The earth, water, fire, air, and ether of Vaikuntha are all spiritual. Material elements are not found there. Chinmoy Jalase Parama Karana Jara Ekana Ganga Patita Pavana. The water of the Karana ocean, which is the original cause, is therefore spiritual. The sacred Ganges, which is but a drop of it, purifies the fallen souls. So this is sometimes called the causal ocean. And Eta Karanarnave Se Shankarshan Apanara Ek Amshe Korana Shayan. In that ocean lies a plenary portion of Sri Shankarshan. Mahat Shrashta Purushati Ho Jagat Karan Adyavatara Kore Mayaya Ikan. He is known as the first Purusha, the creator of the total material energy. He is the cause of the universes, the first incarnate. He is known as the first Purusha, the creator of the total material energy. He, the cause of the universes, the first incarnation, cast his glance over Maya. Maya Shakti Rohe Karana Karanabdira Bahire Karana Samudra Maya Para Shitinare. Maya Shakti resides outside the Karana ocean. Maya cannot touch its waters. Seta Mayara Dvibina Abastiti Jagatera Upadana Pradana Prakriti. Maya has two varieties of existence. One is called Pradhan or Prakriti. It supplies the ingredients of the material world. Maya, the external energy of the Supreme Personality of God, is divided into two parts. Maya is both the cause of the cosmic manifestation and the agent who supplies its ingredients. As the causes of the cosmic manifestation, she is known as Maya. And as the agent supplying the ingredients of the cosmic manifestation, she is known as Pradhan. An explicit description of these divisions of the external energy is given in Srimad Bhagavatam. Elsewhere in Srimad Bhagavatam, the ingredients and cause of the material cosmic manifestation are described as follows. Kaladaivam karma jiva svabhavo dravyam chetram prana atmavikara tat sangato bija roha prabhas Tvanmaya isha tan nishedam prapadye kalodaivam karma jiva svabhavo dravyam chetram prana atma vikara tan sangato bija roha pravahas Tvanmaya isha tan nishedam prapadye. O my Lord, time, activity, providence, and nature are four parts of the causal aspect, Maya, of the external energy. The conditioned vital force, the subtle material ingredients, O my Lord, time, activity, providence, and nature are four parts of the causal aspect, Maya, of the external energy. The conditioned vital force, the subtle material ingredients, called the Dravya, and material nature, which is the field of activity where the false ego acts as the soul, as well as 11 senses and 5 elements, earth, water, fire, air, and ether, which are the 16 ingredients of the body. These are the ingredient aspect of Maya. The body is generated from activity, and activity is generated from the body, just as a tree is generated from a seed that is generated from a tree. This reciprocal cause and effect is called Maya. My dear Lord, you can save me from this cycle of cause and effect. I worship your lotus feet. Although the living entity is primarily related to the causal portion of Maya, he is nevertheless conducted by the ingredients of Maya. Three forces work in the causal portion of Maya: knowledge, desire, and activity. The material ingredients are a manifestation of Maya as Pradhan. In other words, when the three qualities of Maya are in a dormant stage, they exist as Prakriti, Avyakta, or Pradhan. The word Avyakta, referring to the non-manifested, is another name of Pradhan. In the Avyakta stage, material nature is without varieties. Varieties are manifested by the Pradhan portion of Maya. The word Pradhan is therefore more important than Avyakta or Prakriti. So what this is referring to is two aspects of Maya. One is a causal aspect of Maya, and the other is Pradhan, the ingredients. So Maya acts in this way. And it said that Mahavishnu is lying in the causal ocean, and he's casting his glance And this glance comes out personified as Shambhu or as Lord Shiva. So Vishnu doesn't directly touch the material nature, but his glance comes out in this way as Shiva, and Shiva touches the material nature. So in the Brahma Samhita, Shiva's position is compared to yogurt. Yogurt is milk which is changed by an agent which changes it into yogurt. So yogurt is, in one sense, milk, but it is transformed. It is from milk, but it is not milk. So Shiva is different than Vishnu. Vishnu has no contact with the material nature, but Shiva does. So in that sense, Shiva is not in the position of the supreme. He's not in the position as Vishnu of being the cause, the originator. In other words, Shiva's position is not transcendental like that of Vishnu to the material nature. Okay. Jagat Karana Nahe Prakriti Jadarup Shakti Sancharya Tare Krishna Kore Kripa. Because Prakriti is dull and inert, it cannot actually be the cause of the material world. But Lord Krishna shows his mercy by infusing his energy into the dull, inert material nature. Krishna Shakti Prakriti Hoy Gona Karana Agni Shakti Loha Jaichi Karaye Janardan. Thus Prakriti, by the energy of Lord Krishna, becomes the secondary cause, just as iron becomes red hot by the energy of fire. Ateva Krishna Mula Jagat Karan Prakriti Karana Jaiche Ajagalastan. Therefore, Lord Krishna is the original cause of the cosmic manifestation. Prakriti is like the nipples on the neck of a goat, for they cannot give any milk. So sometimes in its modern analysis of the material nature, the persons are thinking that the living entities, after some transformation, they're coming out of this material nature. But that is a false view of what is really happening. Just like previously, people, if a pile of rags was put into a corner, and after some time, a rat or a mouse came out from those rags, people at that time, centuries ago, believed in the concept of spontaneous generation, that the rags had given birth to the mouse. But that's not actually what's happening. So in the same way, the modern scientists, they're thinking that the symptoms of life can come from a gradual transformation of material elements. But that's not really is what's happening. Therefore, it is said here that the life is coming. Therefore, Lord Krishna is the original cause of the cosmic manifestation by his glance. Prakriti is like the nipples on the neck of a goat, for they cannot give any milk. So the nipples on the neck of a goat, they appear to be like mammary glands, you can say. They have that aspect. They look like that. So, but they don't give any milk. They just only give that appearance. And I mentioned before when I was discussing this that one time I was in Bombay with Srila Prabhupada, and some student came when they had questions and answers, one student came forward, and he said to Prabhupada, "You cannot logically prove that God exists." And Prabhupada then said, Prabhupada laughed and he said, but if you don't know logic, how will I prove it to you? And he said, you cannot logically prove that God exists. And Prabhupada said, if you don't know logic, then how will I prove it to you? And then the student became more emboldened. He says, so you cannot prove that God exists. And Prabhupada said, the mother is there because you refer to Mother Nature. And the son is there. The living entity is coming out of the womb of material nature. And then he said, and yet you tell me there is no father. The Mother Nature is there. The son is the living entity coming out of the womb of material nature. And yet you tell me there's no father. So where is your logic? That's how he answered that. It's simple. I also hear that Srila Guru Maharaj, Srila Sridhar Maharaj, when he replied to the questions, he stated in a very simple, logical way. Like if they said, oh, who's superior, Shiva or Vishnu? Then Guru Maharaj would say, well, Shiva is taking the foot water of Vishnu upon his head. So you can see by that example that Vishnu, when Shiva is taking the foot water of Vishnu on his head, when Vishnu, in the form of Vamanadev, his toe pierces the covering of the material nature. And from outside, we're hearing about the Karana ocean, that the Ganga enters through that hole in the covering of the material nature. And it's coming to the earth with great force, and Lord Shiva catches it in his hair. But Shiva is taking the foot water of Lord Vishnu. So Srila Sridhar Maharaj gave this as an example. Shiva takes the foot water of Vishnu upon his head. And you can see there that he is taking a position, a worshipping position of Lord Vishnu. Mayam shikohin tare nimita karan sehonahi jati karta hetu narayan. The Maya aspect of material nature is the immediate cause of the cosmic manifestation, but it cannot be the real cause, for the original cause is Lord Narayan. So these two aspects of Maya are coming from the Lord. One is the action-producing aspect of Maya, and the other is Pradhan, the ingredients. So the Maya aspect of material nature is the immediate cause of the cosmic manifestation, but it cannot be the real cause, for the original cause is Lord Narayan. Gatera nimita hetu jaiche kumbhakar, taiche jagatera karta, purusha avatar. Just as the original cause of an earthen pot is the potter, so the creator of the material world is the first Purusha incarnation, Karana Vashayi Vishnu. Krishna Karta Mayatara Karana Sahai, Gatera Karana Chakra Dandadi Upai. Lord Krishna is the creator, and Maya only helps him as an instrument, like the potter's wheel and other instruments, which are the instrumental cause of a pot. Durahoite Purusha Kori Mayate Abadan Shivarupa Viryatate Korana Adan. The first Purusha casts his glance at Maya from a distance, and thus he impregnates her with the seed of life in the form of the living entities. Eka Angama Shekore Mayate Milan Maya Hoite Janme Tabe Brahman Deragan. The reflected rays of his body mixed with Maya, and thus Maya gives birth to myriad universes. So as I said, that carrying agent, carrying the glance, from the glance of Vishnu, Shambhu, Lord Shiva, comes out as that glance personified. Aganyananta jata anda sanibesh tatarube purushakore sabate prakash. The Purusha enters each and every one of the countless universes. He manifests himself in as many separate forms as there are universes. Purushanasate jabe bahiraya swasha nishvasa sohite hoy brahmanda prakasha. When the Purusha exhales, the universes are manifested with each outward breath. Punarapi shvasa jabe praveshe antare shvasa saha brahmanda paishe Purusha sharire. Thereafter, when he inhales, all the universes again enter his body. Gavakera randrijina trasarenu chale purushera lomakupe brahmandera jale. Just as atomic particles of dust pass through the openings of a window, so the networks of universes pass through the pores of the skin of the Purusha. From his breathing and from the pores of his skin, the universe is coming out. Just as atomic particles of dust pass through the openings of a window. I used to be somewhat fascinated by that. I'd see the sun rays coming in the window. You could actually see the rays of sun coming in, and you see so many little particles of dust and the rays of the sunshine. It was very interesting to see. Yashaika nishvasita kalamata valambya Shivantiloma vilaja jagadandanata Vishnur mahansa iha yasya kalavisesho Govindamani Parusham Tamaham Bhajami. The Brahmas and other lords of the mundane worlds appear from the pores of Mahavishnu and remain alive for the duration of his one exhalation. I adore the primeval Lord Govinda, of whom Mahavishnu is a portion of a plenary portion. Kvaham tamo mahadaham ka charagnivarbu samveshtitanda gata sapta vitastikaya kvedrig vida vigati tanda paranucharya Vatadva Roma Vivarasya Chate Mahitvam. Where am I? A small creature of 7 spans the measure of my own hand. I am enclosed in the universe composed of material nature, the total material energy, false ego, ether, air, water, and earth. And what is your glory? Unlimited universes pass through the pores of your body, just like particles of dust passing through the opening of a window. Spoken by Lord Brahma. Amsharam shaje kalataranam govindera pratimurti Sri Balaram. A part of a whole is called a kala, but Balaram is counterform. A part of a whole is called a kala. Sri Balaram is the counterform of Lord Govinda. Tara egg, and so the expansions of Lord Balaram, in this case, Mahavishnu, is a kala, a part of a whole, an expansion. Tara ek swarupa Sri Mahashankarshan, Taramsha Purusha Hoy, Kalate Ganan. Balaram's own expansion is called Mahashankarshan, and his fragment, the Purusha, is counted as a kala, or a part of a plenary portion of that Mahashankarshan, Balaram Mahashankarshan. Jahaketa Kalakohetaha Mahavishnu Mahapurushavatare Teho Sarvajishnu. I say that this Kala is Mahavishnu. He is the Mahapurush, who is the source of the other Purushas and who is all-pervading. So the other Purushas, Garbhodakshai Vishnu, Chirodakshai Vishnu. So that Mahavishnu is the source of the other Purushas. Garbhoda Shiroda Shaido He Purushanam Se Dui Jaramsha Vishnu Vishwadam. Garbhodakshayi Garbhodashayi and Shirodashayi are both called Purushas. They are plenary portions of Karanadashayi Vishnu, the first Purusha, who is the abode of all the universes. And they are plenary portions of Mahavishnu, who is here stated to be a kala of Balaram. Going back, kala is a part of a whole. Vishnu's tu trini rupani purushakyani atavida ekam tu mahata shrastri dvitiyam tvanda samstitam tritiyam sarvabhutastam tani gyatva vimuchyate. Vishnu has three forms called Purushas. The first, Mahavishnu, is the creator of the total material energy, Mahat. The second is Garbhodashayi, who is situated within each universe. And the third is Shirodashayi, who lives in the heart of every living being. He who knows these three becomes liberated from the clutches of Maya. Jajyapi kohiyetare Krishnara Kalakari Matsya Kormari Avatarer Tiho Avatari. Although Karanodashayi Vishnu is called a kala of Lord Krishna, he is the source of Matsya, Korma, and the other incarnations. Ete shamsa kala pumsa Krishnastu Bhagavan Swayam Indrari Vyakalam Lokam Hridayanti Yuge Yuge. All these incarnations of Godhead are either plenary portions or parts of the plenary portions of the Purusha avatars, but Krishna is the Supreme Personality of Godhead himself. In every age, he protects the world through his different features when the world is disturbed by the enemies of Indra. The enemies of Indra are the Suras. All these ingredients of Godhead are either plenary portions or parts of the plenary portions of the Purusha avatars. But Krishna is the Supreme Personality of God himself. In every age, he protects the world through his different features when the world is disturbed by the enemies of Indra. Se Purusha Shrishti Stiti Pralayara Karta Nanavatara Kore Jagatara Bharta. That Purusha, Karanodakshayi Vishnu, is the performer of creation, maintenance, and destruction. He manifests himself in many incarnations, for he is the maintainer of the world. Shrishtiari Nimite Je Amshera Abadan Seta Amsherikohe Abataranam. The fragment of the Supreme Lord, known as the Mahapurusha, appears for the purpose of creation, maintenance, and annihilation, and is called an incarnation. Adyavatara Maya Purusha Bhagavan Sarvavatara Bij Sarvashrayadam. That Mahapurusha is identical with the personality of Godhead. He is the original incarnation and seed of all others and the shelter of everything. Adyovatara Purusha Parasya Kala Svabhava Sadasanmanascha Drabjam Vikaro Guna Indriyani Virat Svarat Stasnu Charishnu Bhumna. The Purusha, Mahavishnu, is the primary incarnation of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Time, nature, Prakriti is cause and effect, the mind, the material elements, false ego, the modes of nature, the senses, the universal form, complete independence, and the moving and non-moving beings appear subsequently as his opulences. The Purusha Mahavishnu is the primary incarnation of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Time, nature, Prakriti is cause and effect, the mind, the material elements, false ego, the modes of nature, the senses, the universal form, complete independence, and the moving and non-moving beings appears subsequently as his opulences. Describing the incarnations and their symptoms, the Laghu Bhagavatamrita has stated that when Lord Krishna descends to conduct the creative affairs of the material manifestation, he is an avatar or incarnation. The two categories of avatars are empowered devotees and Tadikatma Rupa, the Lord himself. An example of Tadikatma Rupa is Sesha, and an example of a devotee is Vasudeva, the father of Lord Krishna. Srila Baladev Vidyabhushan has commented that the material cosmic manifestation is a partial kingdom, is a partial kingdom of God where God must sometimes come to execute a specific function. The plenary portion of the Lord through whom Lord Krishna executes such actions is called Mahavishnu, who is the primal being of all incarnations. Inexperienced observers presume that the material energy provides both the cause and the elements of the cosmic manifestation, and that the living entities are the enjoyers of material nature. But the devotees of the Bhagavad school, which has scrutinizingly examined the entire creation, can understand that material nature can independently be neither the supplier of the material elements nor the cause of the material manifestation. Can neither be this. But the devotees of the Bhagavad school, which has scrutinizingly examined the entire situation, can understand that material nature can independently be neither the supplier of the material elements nor the cause of the material manifestation. Material nature gets the power to supply the material elements from the glance of the Supreme Purusha, Mahavishnu, and when empowered by him, she is called the cause of the material manifestation. But both features of material nature as the cause of the material creation and as the source of its elements exist due to the glance of the Supreme Lord. The various expansions of the Supreme Lord who act to empower the material energy are known as plenary expansions or incarnations. As illustrated by the analogy of many flames lit from the flame from one flame, as illustrated by the analogy of many flames lit from one flame, all these plenary expansions and incarnations are as good as Vishnu himself. Nevertheless, because of their activities in controlling Maya, sometimes they are known as Mayika, or having a relationship with Maya. This is a verse from Srimad Bhagavatam. Jagrihe Purusham Rupam, Bhagavan Mahadaribi, Sambhutam Shodasha Kalam, Adoloka Sisrikshaya. In the beginning of the creation, the Lord expanded himself in the form of the Purusha incarnation, accompanied by all the ingredients of material creation. First, he created the 16 principal energies suitable for creation. This was for the purpose of manifesting the material universes. Jajapi sarvashrati ho tahate samsar antaratma rupeti ho jagadadar. Although the Lord is the shelter of everything, and although all the universes rest in him, he, as the supersoul, is also the support of everything. Prakrite sahite tara ubaya sambandha tatapi prakriti sahan nahisparshaganda. Although he is thus connected with the material energy in two ways, he does not have the slightest contact with it. Etan ishanam ishasya prakritisto pitadgunai na yujyate sadatmastar yatabudis tad ashraya. So although he is thus connected with the material energy in two ways, he does not have the slightest contact with it. So impersonalists, they can't understand how the Lord is the source of energies and how these energies are utilized or employed in so many ways. So they can't see the dynamic nature of the Supreme. They think that Brahman is immutable, and because Brahman is immutable, then the material creation and everything related with it, including the individual existence of the living entities, everything they believe is simply illusion, because Brahman is immutable. But it's a very unsatisfying conception to be able to see in that way, because then there's no explanation of individuality, there's no explanation of a relationship with the Supreme. It's all just considered illusion. Whereas we see that the illusion is to take the material body to be the self. That's the illusion, but not that the material nature doesn't exist. Etadi shanam ishasya prakritisto pitadgunai na yujate sadatmastar yata buddhis tadashraya. This is the opulence of the Lord. Although situated within the material nature, he is never affected by the modes of nature. Similarly, those who have surrendered to him and have fixed their intelligence upon him are not influenced by the modes of nature. Emata Gita Teha Puna Puna Kai Sarvada Ishwara Tattva Achintya Shakti Hoy. Thus the Bhagavad Gita also states again and again that the absolute truth always possesses inconceivable power. Amita Jagate Bashi Jagate Amate Na Ami Jagate Bashi Na Ama Jagate. I am situated in the material world, and the world rests in me, but at the same time I am not situated in the material world, nor does it rest in me in truth. So Srila Maharaj would sometimes refer to this way of stating things. The Lord, that in the Bhagavad Gita, Guru Maharaj said that the way of stating it seems like insanity. You know, I am situated in the material world and the world rests in me, but at the same time I am not situated in the material world, nor does it rest in me in truth. You know, at a quick glance it seems contradictory. Guru Maharaj described these kind of statements of the Lord appearing in Bhagavad Gita to appear like the comments of an insane person. I am situated in the material world, and the world rests in me, but at the same time I am not situated in the material world, nor does it rest in me in truth. So through his energies, the Lord can create the material world because he cast his glance at the material nature. But he has no direct relationship with the material nature. You can say that his glance comes out, and then the material nature is, we can say, animated is, but so it depends on his glance. I believe the word akshara, is that referred to glance? Huh?
Not that I know of.
Okay. So what is that verse that talks about the Lord's glance, mayadakshara? Mayadaksha prakriti. So how is that verse translated? Mayadaksha.
Adhyaksha. Aksha can mean the eye or a sense. So adhyaksha would be an oversight or, superintendents, so to speak. So Maya Dhyaksha Prakriti Suyaje Svitaradaram. The oversight of this place of moving and immovable entities is done by me.
Yeah, so I have seen that verse as being explained, what this refers to Vishnu's glance. Anyway, I saw an explanation like that. Achintya Ishvarya Ejaniya Amar Eta Gitara Arta Koila Parachar. O Arjuna, you should know this as my inconceivable opulence. This is the meaning propagated by Lord Krishna in the Bhagavad Gita. They say, O Arjuna, you should know this as my inconceivable opulence. This is the meaning propagated by Lord Krishna in the Bhagavad Gita. Now we can understand that. One example I heard, it maybe oversimplifies it, but gets the point across that a rich man, he may have many factories, and those factories are all going on, and they're happening by his investment, by his energy. And yet, he's not necessarily situated in any of those places. But he's doing everything through he has the energy to be able to accomplish that. So that's a simple example, but why is it so complicated to think that the Lord has different energies? He has a spiritual energy, he has a material energy, has the marginal energy of the jiva souls. And through his glance, he can impregnate this material nature. But again, that glance, he's not directly touching the material nature. Achintya Ishvarya E Jani Amar Eta Gitara Arta Koila Parachar. O Arjuna, you should know this as my inconceivable opulence. This is the meaning propagated by Lord Krishna in the Bhagavad Gita. Eta Purusha Jara Amshadarinam Chaitanya Rasangi Se Nityananda Ram. That Mahapurush, Karanadakshayi Vishnu, is known as a plenary portion of him who is Lord Nityananda Balaram, the favorite associate of Lord Nityananda. So you hear about all these expansions of Balaram and the Mahashankarshan and the two Chaturvyuhas and the Purusha avatars. And then you hear this statement. That Mahapurusha, Karanadakashayi Vishnu, is known as a plenary part of him who is Lord Nityananda Balaram, the favorite associate of Lord Chaitanya. Eta Navama Shlokar Arta Vivaran Dashama Shlokar Arta Shuna Diyaman. I have thus explained the 9th verse, and now I shall explain the 10th. Please listen with rapt attention. Yasham Shamsha Srila Garbhodashai Yanabhyabjam Loka Sangatanalam Loka Shrashtu Sutika Dhamadatus Tam Sri Nityananda Ramam Prapaje. I offer my full obeisances unto the feet of Sri Nityananda Ram, a partial part of whom is Garbhodakashayi Vishnu. From the navel of Garbhodakashayi Vishnu sprouts the lotus that is the birthplace of Brahma, the engineer of the universe. The stem of that lotus is the resting place of the multitude of planets. I always like that choice of word. From the navel of Garbhodakashayi Vishnu sprouts the lotus that is the birthplace of Brahma, the engineer of the universe. Yeah. The stem of that lotus is the resting place of the multitude of planets. So we say Brahma, Vishnu, Shiva, Brahma, from the mode of passion, the creator, but actually more engineer because he's structuring things, but the actual glance comes from the Lord that impregnates the material nature. And how impregnates? With the jivas that are coming from that tatastha plane. Seta Purusha Ananta Brahmanda Srijiya Sabha Ande Praveshila Bahu Murtihaya. After creating millions of universes, the first Purusha entered into each of them in a separate form as Sri Garbhodakshayi. Bhitare Praveshte Deke Sab Andakar Rohite Nahikastan Korila Bichar. Entering the universe, he found only darkness with no place in which to reside. Thus he began to consider. Nijanga Sreda Jala Korila Srijan Sejale Koila Anda Brahmanda Baran. Then he created water from the perspiration of his own body, and with that water filled half the universe. Brahmanda Pramana Panchashat Koti Yojan Ayama Vistara Dui Hoi Eksam. The universe measures 500 million yojans. Its length and breadth are one and the same. Jalibari Arda Taha Koila Nijabas Ara Arde Koila Choda Bhuvana Prakash. After filling half the universe with water, he made his own residence therein and manifested the 14 worlds in the other half. Though these 14 worlds are enumerated in Srimad Bhagavatam, 2nd canto. The upper planetary systems are Bhu, Bhuvar, Svar, Mahar, Janas, Tapas, and Satya. So, the upper planetary systems are Bhu, Bhuvar, Svar, Mahar, Janas, Tapas, and Satya. The 7 lower planetary systems are Tala, Atala, Vitala, Nitala, Talatala, Mahatala, and Sutala. The lower planets as a whole are called Patala. Among the upper planetary systems, Bhu, Bhuvar, Svar constitute Svargaloka, and the rest are called Martya. The entire universe is thus known as Triloka. Tahai Prakata Koila Vaikuntha Nijadam Sesha Shayana Jale Korila Vishram. There he manifested Vaikuntha as his own abode and rested in the waters on the bed of Lord Sesha. Ananda Shayate Taha Korila Shayan Sahasramastakatara Sahasrabadan Sahasracharana Hasta Sahasranayan Sarvavatara beads Jagatakaran. He lay there with Ananta as his bed. Lord Ananta is a divine serpent having thousands of heads, thousands of faces, thousands of eyes, and thousands of hands and feet. He is the seed of all incarnations and is the cause of the material world. So this Ananta is very great here. He lay there with Ananta as his bed. Lord Ananta is a divine serpent having thousands of heads, thousands of faces, thousands of eyes, and thousands of hands and feet. He is the seed of all incarnations and is the cause of the material world. Dharanabi Padma Hoiti Utila Ek Padma Se Padme Hoila Brahmara Janma Sadma. From his navel grew a lotus flower, which became the birthplace of Lord Brahma. Se Padmanale Hoila Choda Bhuvan Teho Brahma Haya Shrishti Korila Srijan. Within the stem of that lotus were the 14 worlds. Thus the Supreme Lord as Brahma created the entire creation. Vishnu Rupa Hoya Kore Jagat Palane Gunatita Vishnu Sparsha Nahimaya Gune. And as Lord Vishnu, he maintains the entire world. Lord Vishnu, being beyond all material attributes, has no touch with the material qualities. Sri Baladeva Dibhushan says that although Vishnu is the predominating deity of the quality of goodness in the material world, he is never affected by the quality of goodness, for he directs that quality simply by his supreme will. It is said that all living entities can derive all good fortune from the Lord simply by his will. In the Vamana Purana it is said that the same Vishnu expands himself as Brahma and Shiva to direct the different qualities. Because Lord Vishnu expands the quality of goodness, he has the name Sattvatanu. The multifarious incarnations of Kshirodakashayi Vishnu are known as Sattvatanu. Therefore, in all Vedic scriptures, Vishnu has been described as being free from all material qualities. the 10th canto of the Srimad Bhagavatam, it is said, Harer I nirguna shakshad purusha prakrite para sa sarvadrig upadrashta tam bhajan nirguno bhavet. The Supreme Lord Hari is always uncontaminated by the modes of material nature, for he is beyond the material manifestation. He is the source of the knowledge of all the demigods, headed by Lord Brahman. He is the witness of everything. Therefore, one who worships the Supreme Lord Vishnu also attains freedom from the contamination of material nature. One can attain freedom from the contamination of material nature by worshipping Vishnu, and therefore he is called Sattvatanu. Sattvatanu is described above. Rudra Rupa Dori Kore Jagats Samhar Shrististiti Pralaya Ichaya Jahar. Assuming the form of Rudra, he destroys the creation. Thus creation, maintenance, and dissolution are created by his will. Maheshwara, or Lord Shiva, is not an ordinary living being, nor is he equal to Lord Vishnu. Effectively comparing Lord Vishnu and Lord Shiva, the Brahma Samhita says that Vishnu is the milk, whereas Shiva is like yogurt. Yogurt is nothing like milk, but nevertheless it is milk also. Why nothing like milk, but it has been changed. The milk has been changed at coming as yogurt due to an agent. What do they call that agent? The yogurt culture they're putting, and then milk is transformed into yogurt. Hiranyagarbha antarjami jagatkaran jaram shakori kore virata kalpan. He is the super soul, Hiranyagarbha, the cause of the material world. The universal form is conceived as his expansion. Heno Narayan Jara Amsha Say Prabhu Nityananda Sarvavatamsha. That Lord Narayan is a part of a plenary part of Lord Nityananda Balaram, who is the source of all incarnations. Dashama Shlokararta Koila Vibaran Ekadasha Shlokararta Shunadiyaman. I have thus explained the 10th verse. Now please listen to the meaning of the 11th verse with all your mind. So, stopping here, tomorrow we'll continue. Anyone have a question or comment? Okay. Hare Haraya Nama Krishna Jaravaya Nama Jaravaya Madhavaya Keshavaya Nama Gopal Govinda Ram Shri Madhusudan Giridhari Gopinatha Maranama Sri Chaitanya Nityananda Sri Advaita Chandra Garadara Shiva Sari Gora Bhakta Vrinda Jai Rupa Sanatan Bhakta Raghunath Shri Jiva Gopala Bhatta Dasa Raghunath Jai Gosai Kori Charana Bandhan Jai Vignana Samishna Puran Jai Gosai Jar Mui Janardan Sansama Padarenu Mora Panchagas Tader Charana Sevi Bhakta Sanimas Janame Janame More Amilan Jai Gosai Jabe Bhaje Koilabas Radha Krishna Nitya Lila Korila Prakash Anande Bolo Hari Bhaja Vrindavan Shri Guru Vaishnava Pade Manjai Aman Shri Guru Vaishnava Pad Padma Koriya Harinam Sankirtana Kohe Naratamara Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare 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 Rama, Rama Rama, Hare 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 Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare 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 Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare Nitai Gora Hari Bo, Hari Bo, Hari Bo, Hari Bo. Nitai Gora Hari Bo, Hari Bo, Hari Bo, Hari Bo. Jai Saparikara Shri Guru Garanga Gandharvika Giridhari Ju Ki Jai. Jai Om Vishnupad Srila Bhakti Nirmawacharya Maharaj Ki Jai. Jai Om Vishnupad Paramahansa Paravajaka Charyasta Tara Sadashri Srimad Srila Bhakti Sundar Govinda Dev Goswami Maharaj Ki Jai. Jai Om Vishnupad Paramahansa Paravajaka Charyasta Tara Sadashri Srimad Srila Bhakti Rakak Sridhar Dev Goswami Maharaj Ki Jai. Jai Bhagavan Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Goswami Thakur Ki Jai. Jai Om Vishnupad Srila Gaur Kishore Das Babaji Maharaj Ki Jai. Jai Om Vishnupad Srila Satchidananda Bhakti Vinod Thakur Ki Jai. Jai Om Vishnupad Vaishnava Sarvabhauma Srila Jagannath Das Babaji Maharaj Ki Jai. Rupanuga Guru Bharga Ki Jai. Namacharya Srila Haridas Thakur Ki Jai. Shri Rupa Sanatana Bhatta Raghunath Shri Jiva Gopal Bhatta Das Raghunath Shad Goswami Prabhu Ki Jai. Prem Se Go Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shivasade Shri Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Ki Jai. Srila Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami Prabhu Ki Jai. Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita Ki Jai. Srila Vrindavan Das Thakur Ki Jai. Sri Chaitanya Bhagwat Ki Jai. Narottam Srinivas Shamananda Prabhu Ki Jai. Vishwavaranya Srila Bhaktivedanta Swami Maharaj Prabhupada Ki Jai. Ananta Koti Vaishnava Vrinda Ki Jai. Sri Namadeep Dham Ki Jai. Sri Mayapur Ki Jai. Saparshada Sri Nityananda Prabhu Ki Jai. Saparshada Sri Mahaprabhu Ki Jai. Sri Kuladvip Ki Jai. Sri Chaitanya Saraswat Mat Ki Jai. Soquel Sri Chaitanya Saraswat Seva Ashram Ki Jai. Ganga Devi Ki Jai. Tulasi Manrani Ki Jai. Bhakti Devi Ki Jai. Sri Vrindavan Dham Ki Jai. Shri Radha Krishna Gopi Govardhan. Sham Kuna Radha Kunda Kalindi Yamuna Jus Ki Jai. Samaveda Bhakta Vrinda Ki Jai. Sri Harinam Sankirtan Ki Jai. All the assembled devotees Ki Jai. Gaur Premanande Hari Hari Bol. Sripad Bhakti Kamal Tyagi Maharaj Ki Jai. So today we have an Istagosti, is that correct? Istagosti in the evening? That's what I've been told. So it'll probably be right after the evening arti. We'll start with the Istagosti, I imagine. Huh? Very good. And you?